Welcome to Sunday school today. Glad you could make it. Today we're in the kindergarten room, so come on in and let's start Sunday school. This is Pastor Mike, by the way. We're going to start with a game. And so what you need for this game is you need a cupcake tray, which I have on the floor. And in the cupcake tray, you need to put little slips of paper that have point values. Now, if you had, one thing that we learn with working with kids is that points are free. And so rather than getting 1 point or 2 points or 3 points, what would you want? 1 point or 1,000 points? I'd want 1,000. So you'll also need some ping pong balls. If you don't have ping pong balls, you could use marshmallows. You could use marbles, anything round that's small. And so the objective of the game is to see who is going to be crowned king or queen. So Joanna, come help me. Here's my assistant. So this is what you do. You stand on the line. Now they already have the 4 lines in here, so I'm using those. And then you get 3 chances to get point. Whoops. Whoops. Well, I got none. Joanna, your turn. See if you'll get any. Wow, we're good at this game, aren't we? So now, since we did so well at that level, we'll take a step back. Maybe I'll do better this time. Your turn, Joanna. Isn't this a fun game? Now, earlier when I played, I got them in there. So I may be just nervous. Or maybe the ping pong balls are nervous. Oh! Well, so far 9 of us are, so we're going to take a step back. Maybe you have to stay a ways. Wait. Success. Whoops, I got it in the crown. Yes! I have 800 points. See if you can beat that. You got 50. So, in this round, I'm the king. We have 1 more round to do. Excuse me, I have to get my third ping pong ball. Where did it go? Come on, Joanna, help me find it. Oh, it's way in the back corner. I'll start while she gets me my last ping pong ball. Now we're way back here. Here we go. Oh, way off. Oh! Okay, Joanna, your turn. See if you can be queen this time. You only have to get 1 ball in, and you got it. Oh, come on, come on. Oh! Well, that's the game. So whoever gets it in there, just play. You can play that as a family game. So that's king and queen. Get ready for Bible study next. Okay, now take a seat. It's time to hear the Bible story now. Now, the last couple of weeks, we were in the New Testament, in the book of Hebrews. And we heard a lot about people that lived in the Old Testament time. And one of those people, this is who we're talking about today. This is from an Old Testament book. That's our lesson for today. So I have on my board here some names, because in our story, we have people who have these names. So the first one is a king. King. King Ahasuerus. Is that close? Let me see. Has Urus is actually said. We're going to call him King Aha. Okay? King Ahasuerus. And so he had a queen. And her name is a little bit easier to say. Queen Vashti. So King Aha had a party. And he invited a lot of people to this party. Well, the queen, he asked the queen to do something, and she really didn't want to do that. And so, you know, what happens when you say no to the king? Well, this is what happens. She was gone. He got rid of her and said, "You're no longer my queen." Well, so now he didn't have a queen. So some of his helpers thought that it was important for him to get a new queen. So they brought all of these young women. And one of those young women, her name was Hadassah. And you probably have heard her name by this. Because this is the book of the Bible that tells this story. Her Jewish name was Hadassah, but she went by Esther. And so Esther was a young lady who did not have an easy life. Esther's parents both died while she was a young woman or a child. And so she was adopted by a cousin, and his name is Mordecai. And so they learned about this desire for a new queen, and they went over the whole community and tried to find young women who would sort of come to the palace and sort of be groomed to become the new queen. And so Mordecai suggested that Hadassah go. Now, Mordecai and Hadassah, or Esther, were Jewish. But Mordecai sort of told Esther, don't sort of let them know that you're Jewish. And so Esther was chosen to enter this, I guess you could almost say, competition to become the new queen. Well, Esther, God had a plan for Esther. And the king sort of noticed Esther, and others noticed Esther for her beauty, for her kindness, for who she was. And they were impressed by her, and they helped her. And eventually, Esther was selected to be the new queen because King Aha liked her above all the other ladies. So Esther got to live in the palace, and Mordecai one day was out by the gate, and Mordecai was listening, and he heard some of the royal officials plotting to kill King Ahasuerus. So what do you think Mordecai did? Mordecai told the plan to Esther. And guess who Esther told? Esther told King Ahasuerus. And so, because Esther was in that place at that time, she actually saved the king's life and found greater favor in the king's eyes. And Mordecai even found favor in the king's eyes and got sort of a promotion. And so Hadassah was in the right place at the right time. God had a plan for Esther's life. God knew all about her past. He knew about her parents' death. He knew that Mordecai would adopt her. He had a plan for her, just like he has a plan for your life. Just like he has a plan for everyone's life. And Esther trusted God. And that's what we need to do. Even when things were confusing. I mean, it probably was not easy as a young girl for Esther. But she trusted God. And she had somebody else that helped her and that taught her to trust God. And so we encourage you. Your parents are encouraging you. Pastor Mike is encouraging you. Trust God
for your life. Even in difficult times, trust God because He has a plan. One of my favorite verses is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And this is a verse that I have memorized a long time ago, and I'd encourage you to memorize it too, because it's a great verse. And this is what it says. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. There's been times in my life where I haven't understood what's happening around me. In fact, even with this COVID thing, a lot of times I don't understand what's going on. But what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to trust God with all my heart. And lean not on my own understanding. I don't need to try to understand everything. I just need to trust God. And when I do that, and when I say, God, you are Lord, you are boss, you are in charge, He will make my path straight. He'll help me to understand. So as a kid, you don't know what God's plan is for your life. When I was your age, I didn't think I'd ever be a pastor. At one point, I wanted to be an architect or an English teacher. But you know, God had a plan for me. And God has a plan for you. And so right where you're at now, just trust Him. Don't worry about it. Trust Him, because He'll use your life if you let Him. That's the story for today. We're going to continue in the book of Esther next week and learn more about Esther. But first, we're going to play a game. So I need my assistant. Assistant, join me. And for this game, you're going to need to have a pillowcase, and your parents or somebody, maybe you can even do this with your mom and dad. You put different items in here. Go ahead and sit next to me, Joanna, my assistant. And so Joanna's going to reach into the pillowcase, and she is going to feel something, and then she is going to tell me what it is used for in a clue that I'll have to think about it. And I may not know what it is, but I'll have to use my brain to figure out what it is. You don't pull it out, just leave it in there. Okay? You got it? Okay, tell me, what is it used for? Don't give a clue what it is, just what it's used for.
Entertainment.
It's used for entertainment. Okay, I have to reach in there now and try to find something that's used for entertainment. Well, that could be used for entertainment. I don't think that's used for entertainment. What is that? You don't know what that is? That's not used for entertainment. I believe it is this. A remote.
No.
No. Yes, it was.
No.
It was too.
No, it wasn't.
Well, a remote is used for entertainment. So now I'm going to reach in here and draw something out. And I am going to... Okay, here it is. After dinner. Reach in there. After dinner is my clue. No, a cell phone. No, you shouldn't have your cell phones out at dinner time.
Oh, that was my item.
That was your entertainment? I guess the phone could be used for entertainment. Oh well, find something after dinner, not the phone.
Wait. You said phones couldn't be when dinner is, but
After dinner.
When can be used for after
This
dinner?
is for after, right after you finish dinner.
No.
She makes it hard, doesn't she?
And what is it?
It's a napkin. Okay, your turn. Reach in there. Tell me something that it's used for. And the phone could be used for entertainment. So there were two things, but the phone can have to be used for something else.
Camping.
Camping. What is that? No, that's not for camping. Well, it could be, but. A flashlight. Am I right? Flashlight used for camping. Okay, now my turn.
You should put the remote back in.
No, because you'll just have to use that for something. Writing a letter to Pastor Mike. A pencil. Got it. All right. That's a clue. Write a letter to me. So I know you're watching. All right. Give me something.
Reading.
Reading. That's easy. A Bible. Or a book. Yeah. Calling Pastor Mike. A phone, yeah! All right, your turn. We're getting low on items.
Cleaning yourself.
Cleaning myself.
Or disinfecting.
How about instant hand sanitizer deal, which you need to use a lot of, or wash your hands a lot. Stay healthy, okay? Oh, there's just one more thing in here. Ready? Fixing your hair.
A comb.
I don't know, you have to reach in there. Oh, writing a letter to Pastor Mike. Right?
So there's only one more thing in there.
I know it, there were two things.
I don't think you use an envelope.
To write a letter to Pastor Mike?
No, I don't think you use an envelope to brush your hair.
No, you don't use it to brush your hair. You use a brush. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where is my hairbrush? And I need this a lot more now that my hair is long. So that is a game that you could play with your family. You could take turns putting things in there and then pulling out to say what they're used for. Now, I have no idea how God's going to use your life, but God can use your life even as a kid. You can encourage people. You can do good things. So let God use your life. We're glad that you came to Sunday school today. We'll see you on Wednesday night. Bye for now.